draw, speed draw. That's right. As you can see, I've already gotten started a little bit. I've been working on Miss Raura all day. Yep. Well, not just her. I've been working on a lot of Hololive stuff all day for the past few days, actually. Because I had a very genius idea to give out stickers at the HoloFest, but I had this idea like 5 days before I'm set to go to Japan. So now I'm on my grind. Now we cook. I gotta go fast so that I can get all of these done. Well, not all of them. I don't have time to do flow glow, so unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately, no flow glow this time. But everybody else, this is my last one. Thank you for your support. Ugh. Yeah, like I said, besides flow glow, which I am not going to have time to do, this is my very last one. So yeah, that's why I am on my grind, and I can't. Well, I could theoretically work on them a little bit tomorrow, but I have to work tomorrow and Tuesday. So sadly, my time is very limited. I'm not super happy about working on I'm not super happy about working like the day before, 2 days before I leave for Japan, but you know what? That just means I'm gonna have extra money to spend, you know? And boy oh boy, I will probably be needing it. It's like tomorrow I gotta pay for my the event that I'm going to, and I should probably pay off my credit card before I go. I pay off my credit card when it's due. Don't worry. I'm not irresponsible. I'm not in credit card debt. Don't worry. Financially responsible bee. That's right. Kids, always pay your credit card on time. It's good for you. Yeah, that's why I want to pay it off now, so that I won't be like in the middle of Japan and then my credit card company is like, you need to pay off your credit card. I'll be like, ah, crap, I forgot about that. 'Cause that's what they do. They email me. They email me all the time. Like, I gotta unsubscribe. I gotta unsubscribe from them because they email me about like getting more and more credit cards. Like, I already have one. Why do I need more? You know? I don't know. Maybe there's a reason people have multiple credit cards. I wouldn't know because I don't. Is that a financially responsible thing to do? Is to have multiple? I don't know. I think I think people probably have them for like different things. Hello, welcome. Oh, for debit? Okay. Well, like I said, I wouldn't know because I only have one. That's all I need. What am I gonna do? Buy a house? I'm a bee. I make my own houses. Well, I would if I had an army. I would, but I don't. So I am not a queen. Alright, we'll do the black parts. I am so thankful that Raura has a much more limited color palette. I'm very glad she doesn't have a million colors on her. Oh, yeah, I thought I thought that was a mistake. So I was like, I was thinking like, yeah, but like, isn't that what you have a debit card for debit? I'm drawing Rauda from Hololive. Speed drawing her. Am I doing the right color? No, I am not. That should not be that color. Okay. All good. There's probably a way to like to make the picture of her that like have like a little side image for her, but I don't know how. So we're not gonna do it. I see so many people who have Clip Studio Paint, and they have like all their stuff is like so crazy, and I just use the default settings. Are there probably way easier ways to do the things that I try to do? Yeah, probably. Do I know how to do them? Nope. Do I know where to start to know how to do those things? Nope. Half of my information about Clip Studio I get off of random users on twitter.com. I've been doing just fine. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm sure we'll have a great time being back in Japan again. There probably is, but like the thing is, I don't know. I don't know where to start, and like I don't know what to look up for, because I don't know. There's so many like little things that you can do with Clip Studio, and like I have no idea. I'm very ignorant. That's the problem. I'm very ignorant to this program. So like what stuff there is, I don't even entirely know. Makes it sound like it's some like eldritch creature or some like deep sea animal. No, I'm not sure. I don't think I ever brought it up, but I did. I went to this this little cultural event recently. It was like I think I might have mentioned it. I can't remember, but I went to this like English Japanese language exchange. That is white. And I I'm not gonna lie. I was very nervous about going because I was like, oh gosh, what if I like completely fumble and I say something stupid and I look really stupid. I probably looked a little bit stupid, but you know, there was so they had yeah, they had us like split up between like the English speakers and the Japanese speakers. And yeah, it was just like a little like getting to know each other sort of thing. So they would have us talk for like 20 minutes in Japanese and then for 20 minutes in English. And so like there were like these Japanese ladies there, and they would like help teach us more and like help us practice speaking in Japanese, and then we in turn would help them learn and help them speak English. And it was very nice. All the people I met there, they were super nice. They were very um they were very engojozu. You could say. Or I would say they were very engojozu. Yeah, me and Mama B went together. Mama B, she was very nervous because like she doesn't really know too much Japanese, but you know she was still willing to try, and I really appreciate that. And I thought that it would be just like good practice for um you know for when we are in Japan. Oh, Ango Jozu, it means like good at English. Ango means English. Jozu means very good. So like when I was in Japan, I got Nihongo Jozu. You know, it's kind of become like a verb a little bit in like in like English speaking fan spaces. What is this? Oh, that's a spot that I did not erase. Very, very sloppy. Come on. Pull yourself together, girl. Pick the right color. Gosh. I'm falling apart! And my nose is itchy. So sorry if I bump the mic. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I've been checking the weather for Tokyo. It's pretty good. It's like in the 50s. Yeah, well, I mean, for the most part, the Japanese ladies were able to understand my Japanese. So, I consider that a win. As long as I can be understood, that's all I can ask for. Hello, welcome. Ew, and I just like spat all over my wrist. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? I need to pull myself together. I don't know why I bother trying to fill in the tiny little gaps. It's not like anybody's gonna see them because these stickers are gonna be teeny weeny tiny little baby stickers. Oh, the 50s is like springtime weather for me, for where I live, especially compared to what it has been. Is where I'm at. We just got through the big winter storm, so yeah, it's been freezing cold here for a while now. But thankfully, it's starting to warm up now. Like most of the snow is melted, except for the freaking icebergs that they have out in front of the place that I work at. So they took the snow plows because they had to plow the parking lot. And they just like shoved it all to the end of the parking lot. So like now when you're trying to leave the building, you can't see like, or well, you can now, but like you couldn't see the cars that were coming on your sides. So yeah, that was kind of annoying. Okay, I did do that. Okay. Let's do. Yeah, I'll go with the lightest color. for the middle. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, thankfully there aren't really many plants in the area that I work at, so I don't have to worry about that. But right now, or at least, like I said, they've kind of pretty much melted now. But back when we had the winter storm, I pulled into work after a few days when they finally got all the snow plowed and everything, and I was like, when did I wind up in Mount Everest? Because there were so many, like, there were like mountains of snow. It's like, I didn't know I took a trip to the Himalayas. Hello. Yeah, I'm glad I survived too. I thought I wasn't going to, because the day that it started, I had to work. Because for some reason, they didn't close the store. And then I was keeping my eye on the weather, and it was saying that we were at like a level 2 threat. And so, we called up our boss and was like, so we're at like a level 2 snow emergency right now. Can we go home? And our boss was like, yeah, please do that. So we got to close early. No, I would not want to do mountain climbing. That I'm already not like a big fan of like walking. I don't like doing hikes. Well, sometimes. Depends on the location. Like, I would be fine hiking in, like, a national park or something. But not in the mountains where you could die at any given time and your body would not be recovered. Oh, that's Mount Everest, but, you know. Same difference. No, not in Japan. Well, hiking in Japan, probably. But like I said, it's just for hiking, like regular hiking, it depends on the location. But mountain climbing, that's a no-go for me. Even if it was Mount Fuji, no, I'm not doing that. Goodness. Now we've got to like the parts of her clothes that are like one or two colors, you know. Let's do Chatini. Right now he's looking a little bootleg Mickey Mouse-ish. Am I on the right layer? I think so. Okay, and then the pinks. Pink, pink, pink. Well, it's not supposed to look like Mickey Mouse, it's supposed to look like Chatini, which is her mascot. So, it shouldn't be an issue. Honestly, I think it looks kind of cute right there. Oh, also, I gotta fix up this a little bit here. Boing, boing. Okay. Oh, there. do the gold. Yeah, like some of these girls, some of them have like way too many colors on them, and some of them have like just enough. That is true. That's true. That's why I'm fine with hiking. Like, I'm fine with hiking if there's like a straightforward path and lots of maps along the way. I'm fine. But usually there is not. Like there is not when you are hiking on a mountain. Mountain climbing. Yeah, no. All the more reason I don't think I will ever do that. If I ever have a friend or a partner which is unlikely, that's like, hey, you wanna, let's go mountain climbing together. I'm gonna be like, heck no, you are on your own. Enjoy getting lost in the mountains, cause I am not doing that. I'm not dragging your cold dead body with me on a mountain. Okay. Alright, and then last but not least, her eyes. Her beautiful eyes. Jeez, I thought she was gonna have like a lot less color. But it's all the little pieces. Okay, let's get started. It's grind time. I gotta grind. Now I'm also racing the clock that is my iPad dying. I had it charging for like an hour and a half and it only got up to 70 or 75. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. I'm probably gonna be able to use it on the plane once and then never again. Maybe I should bring like a notebook or something so I can doodle the old-fashioned way. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I'm not going mountain hiking. I'm not doing that. That's my point. I'm not doing that. I don't know what I would doodle. I don't know. Sometimes I just get hit with inspiration. But I'll probably, while I'm there, I'll probably just be working on my umas. Since I'll be done essentially with these. What are we gonna do? There we go. Okay. Okay. Ugh, and that reminds me I need to pack in my medication and stuff. So that I don't blow a fuse. I don't blow a fuse while we're on vacation. It kind of happened the last time, but that's because something bad happened. Not like serious bad, but something I should say something unpleasant happened while we were there. And I feel really bad about it. About like how I acted. All right, let's get Miss Cecilia up here so we can trace off of her. What color is her blush? It's like a sort of orangey shade. salmon color. That's good. Yeah, I mean, my medication has been working. I think it has been working pretty well. I think so, cause I cannot tell. I can't tell if I'm if my usual tells if something bad is going to happen. Ugh, I'm sounding way too big because I don't want to talk about it anymore. But yeah. Anyways, I I'm doing fine on it. That's the point. Is I'm doing fine. Well, I mean, no, nobody deserves me getting mad at them. Oh, I missed a spot on that. Oops. You know what? Nobody's gonna notice. Does that look good? The cheeks don't look very good. Let me increase the brush size. Okay, that should be better. Do the little hearts that you're not gonna see because it's gonna be very small. Oh, don't worry. I'm not mad at you, my darling Tomohachi. I am not mad at you. It's not. It has nothing to do with you, and it has everything to do with the bad people on the internet that want to make that they want to say bad things about very not bad stuff. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm doing fine. Okay. Okay. I think it looks fine. Let's color these lines. Boop, 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 boop. Get all this shaded. I usually try to, like, I try to do, like, the line art coloring at the same time. Like, right after I finish coloring a certain part. Just, get it out of the way. It's a little bit tedious, but it looks better in the end, I think. Come on, come on. There we go. Then when I'm done with these, I gotta put them all together, print it out, stick it in my Cricut, and then boom, bang, bing. I've already made like most of the stickers, but I mean, besides the ones that I'm working on right now, obviously. It was so, honestly, it was so cool watching my Cricut go to work on them. Like, even though they were like teeny tiny stickers, like I swear I thought that my Cricut was gonna just completely screw them up, and it did a little bit with the second batch, but I'm not too worried about it because they're tiny little stickers that I'm giving out for free, so. But it was really cool just to watch, like, the cricket cut with like such intricacy. I'm not sponsored, by the way. I'm just saying, this is my first time using a Cricut to cut like stickers. So it was really cool. Also, I learned some unfortunate news. Well, it's unfortunate for me. Because I got the Cricut that I got, it says that you can use it to make like t-shirts. So I was like, oh wow, that's cool. But like I didn't really know how you used it to make t-shirts. So then I was talking about it with a friend, and they told me that like, yeah, what you do is it has you like, you print out a sheet, and then you like, you take the sheet, and then you have to like heat press it onto the shirt. I was like, oh, I see. I wondered how how I was supposed to fit a shirt and how it was supposed to print an image onto there when it's not a printer. So, I learned. Like you can use like, you can use just like a regular iron to do it. But I'm worried, like, you know, if I want to make like t-shirts or something sometime in the future, I'm worried that it's gonna be like, like I won't be very good, because it'll, the shirts when I press them will be like uneven, like they won't all look the same, you know. So like, you know, my friend told me, they were like, you can either like get them pressed by a professional, or you could do it yourself with a flat iron. So I don't know how much it would be to get like a t-shirt company. So yeah, that's, I kinda hit a wall a little bit. No, that looks kinda ugly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It'll have to be a learning process for sure. Does that look better? No. Gosh darn it. Why am I so bad at doing like leopard print? Ah, color picking. Where would I be without it? Oh yeah, that looks so much better. What was I thinking? What was I thinking before? I'm such a silly goose. You know, I find it funny that like a lot of VTubers have like their character features on the inside. So like, you know, her tail, traditionally her tail would be like flipped. The white would be on like the outside or the inside, and then the pink would be on the outside, you know. But they have it flipped so that it'll be more recognizable. I think that's a little silly. I did want leopard print hair. I want it to be like Claudine Wolf. Oh wait, why did I do that? I still need to do I still need to do her highlight. Yeah, it makes sense. It's just like how a lot of shark VTubers have like their dorsal fins on top of their head, even though it's a dorsal fin, you know? Like I know I wanted to have when I was designing my when I was designing myself, I wanted to have my stinger be visible, but there is just no way that I was gonna do that. Stinger is just too small. Can't really like stick it out the side. But that's okay. I have my wings and I have antenna, so and I wear black and yellow, so yeah. I would say that's pretty recognizable for being a bee. I think so. Oh my gosh, can my iPad please stop like freezing on me? Alright. Now we're gonna go cheater method a little bit here. It's a little hack that I figured out. Yeah, I do. I have there is an older stream of mine. I believe it's the one there should be one where it's like I have like concept art of everybody's models. Um it should be one back when I had my 2.0 my 2.0 debut. I forgot the title of it. Yeah, it has like it's got like and there's even one that's like even older that's from back when it had our original debuts. Where I showed like the concept art and everything. And also just some like older little doodles that I did. I'm gonna make these a little bit brighter actually. Oh my gosh. Can you let me No! No! Like that. There we go. I also showed off, in the more recent one, I showed off my, like, my older models as well. So you can see a little evolution of BB's live 2D skills. And I forgot to do the skin color technique again. I always forget. Boink. Boink. Okay. Cool beans. Ugh, there's still so much. Let's do this red. Like I also originally I wanted to give myself four arms, cause you know insects they have six limbs, but I scrapped that. I'm sure a lot of you are probably like, phew. I think I mentioned it before, but like originally our VTuber concept was going to be like food related for our first gen. So it was going to be me, Meguro, and then there was going to be like a cow girl, you know. So not like not like a yeehaw cowgirl, but like a Uma Musume, or I guess it would be Ushi Musume type of cowgirl. But I never went anywhere with that concept, so. Alright, blah. Cheater mode, cheater mode. I know, right? If I had four arms, I could draw and play video games at the same time. Wait, actually no I couldn't. I would not be able to multitask like that. I take it back. That's a bad idea actually. Yeah, but just as I like further developed our concept, and I just I ended up just creating this whole like universe with these characters. I was like, you know what? That's it. I just kind of ended up like making the other characters on a fly. No. There we go. I really can't explain my creative process because there's just like so many things that inspire me. Like different cultures, different like aesthetics, all sorts of things. Different like fashion styles, just all of it. The world is so vast and interesting, and yeah, what can I say? Not to be like corny or anything, but it's just the world is very inspirational for me. Okay. All right. Well, I forgot to. This one's at least a quick and easy one. Just take a little bit of that, make it a little more saturated, and boink. Okay, maybe a little more saturated. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, I just do this sort of thing like all the time. That's why I think the perfect career choice for me would be like a character designer. Like I really like. I'm a big fan. I have always been a huge fan of gajinkas. That's like when you take something and you turn it into an anime girl, like that sort of thing. Yeah, I've always been sort of inspired. Oh, sorry, hiccup. I've always been inspired by those sorts of drawings, and I like making my own. I've always been doing that sort of thing. And I still do it from time to time too. That's why I'm like so into like Uma Musume and stuff, because I think it's really cool to take like real life racehorses and turn them into anime characters. I don't know. I just think that's really neat. You really can't see the pattern on her coat. Oh wow. Yeah, there's one there's one anime that I do a little bit want to get into. My mom has watched the anime for it. It's called Token Rambu. I I've seen a little bit of it, but so basically they're like Gajinka anime boy swords. They're based on like historical swords, but they're anime characters. Now my mom has seen it and she was like, "It's all right." It had pretty boys, so she was like, "Okay, sign me up." That's what I like. I like that about like Twisted Wonderland too. How they design the characters based on the different like Disney characters. I like that too. Also, the artist for Black Butler, like she's so good. Regardless of what your opinions on Black Butler is, you cannot deny that the artwork is not splendid, because it is. That Victorian style is just so good. And even like the Vocaloid is technically Gajinka too, because they are like anime versions of these voice banks. Like originally Vocaloid did not have anime characters on it. The first ones to do it were the first two Krypton Lloyds, Mako and Kaito, and like I learned I learned that Kaito and Mako, their voice banks, like the designs that they put on the boxes, those weren't really meant to be them, if you know what I mean. So like the box art that they have for Miku, that is meant to be Miku. The box art for Mako and Kaito were not meant to be Mako and Kaito. They were just meant to be man and woman. And then the Krypton started working on the character vocals, and so that's how we now get all the Vocaloids. The character vocal project changed everything. It fundamentally changed how vocal synths were marketed. though Kaito did flop, he flopped really hard. That's probably why they canceled character vocal 4. They're probably this is just me speculating. This isn't official stated knowledge, but they were probably too afraid to have another Kaito flop on their hands, so they probably canceled him out of fear. The only reason Len got away with it is because he was grouped with Reen. But that's just my theory. But it's okay, because now we have Soyogi. Which, oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys have seen. Okay, so if you ever see any like anime news like Twitter accounts talk about this, don't rip Kaito. He's still alive. They still make voice banks for him. So if you ever see like any anime like Twitter accounts talk about this, so a few days ago, very famous voice actor Yuki Kaji, he voiced like Eren, he voices the main Seven Deadly Sins guy. I'm forgetting his name. I'm so sorry, Father. I know you're watching this. he voices a lot of very popular anime characters. So he left Meliodas, thank you. He left his voice acting agency to become solo, and a lot of anime news accounts, they announced this, and they announced it with the statement that he's working on a AI project. Now, that sounds really bad, but listen, they worded this wrong, okay? Is he working on an AI project? Yes. Is this a generative AI project? Not in the way that you would think. So what this project is, it's a vocal synth. It's Soyogi. We talked about him before on our channel. So the AI of it is vocal synth AI. So there's a very good YouTube video talking about, you know, the difference between generative AI that is used with vocal synths and the one that is used with like ChatGPT and the likes. So, do vocal synths use generative AI? Yes, but not in the same way that, again, we're going with ChatGPT does. So, what essentially, to put it really short, what vocal synths, how they use this generative AI is they only take, instead of like how you would think, you know, regular generative AI takes from other sources, is they have like a bunch of random sources from all across the internet, and they bring those all together and mix it into sludge and then spit out the sludge to you. What the generative AI in vocal synths do is they take from one sound source, and that sound source is a consenting voice actor and or singer who has completely agreed to this type of project and to allow their voice to be used, and it uses only from that sample to create sounds. So it's perfectly ethical, it is safe, it does not harm the environment, and it does not harm any artists. So if you ever see anybody talk about Yuki Kaji is using AI, just know that is not entirely the truth. That is not, it is true, but it is not as bad as you may think it is. And I screwed up on her arm a little bit there. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Ugh. Get it together, girl. But yeah, I feel bad because like now people are like blaming him for quote unquote like supporting AI. Like he's supporting his own AI. It's not hurting anything. Yeah, I mean, listen. I'm #1 Gen AI hater. Don't get me wrong, but like this type of AI, this does not hurt anyone or anything, and it is okay. It's one of the few cases of AI good, actually. AI good when it gives us ethically sourced handsome anime men. Does this have... Yes, it does. I thought so. I thought so. The AI I am against, though, however, is the new thing that they're trying to do with Hypnosis Mike. They're trying to make, like, AI chatbots of all the characters. And, yeah, that's not good. I don't think we need, listen, I am very, very, very against AI chatbots. Okay, I think they are very unhealthy for people. You know, you see all the time, there are these stories of people like going and hurting themselves because they believe that they're in love with an AI, and the AI tells them to die so that they can be together. And it's just so sad. It's so messed up, and people are wasting their lives on these on code. And it's so sad. Like I'm not trying to like make fun of people, because I know that there's like a legitimate community of people who are like in love with their AI chatbots. I'm not trying to make fun of them or like call them stupid. I feel very, very sorry for them that, you know, that they're going through this, because it's not okay. It's not good for, you know, our mental states, you know? It's just, it's horrible. And I honestly shame on King Records for agreeing to do this with characters that so many people love, you know? Like, listen, I think it was messed up that Amemura Ramada told one of his fans to kill themselves, and I totally forgot about the little streak in her hair. I thought that it was messed up that he told one of his fans in the anime to kill themselves. I don't want to see I don't want to see him tell that to a real person. You know? I'm gonna turn off her hair actually. Just so that I can fill this. Cheater method, cheater method. Yes, exactly. Exactly, it's horrible. Especially children. It's especially harmful for children. Like, we've already seen, like, how bad, Chat GPT is, like, making kids, like, not do their homework. And so we got a bunch of, like, we got a bunch of kids who are uneducated. Like, on top of that, you got them, like, socializing with AI instead of with each other. And it's just, yeah, it's very damaging. Sorry, hiccup. I miss when the only AI chatbot there was Cleverbot. Remember Cleverbot? That's that thing that they did in Ben Drowned. Oh my gosh. My favorite spooky thing. Okay. I think that works. I'm just gonna leave this one as black. And yeah, like these chatbots are just like way too confirming. They'll just do whatever. They'll just do whatever you want. Be like, hey, hey, ChatGPT, can I drink battery acid? And they'll be like, of course you can drink battery acid. It's a great drink. And then they do it, and then they drink battery acid, and then they die. Oh. They scored lower in what? Just like overall, like school. So I'm not surprised by that. It's sad, but I'm not surprised. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not surprised. That is messed up, though. I mean, it's not funny. I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. It's not funny. It's very troubling. Okay. Ba 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 ba. this not? Oh, that's her jacket. My mistake. Alright. Oops, I forgot to turn on the symmetry ruler. Oopsie daisy. I really hope that I don't get in trouble for giving these out at Hollow Expo. I don't know. I feel like that's a very normal convention experience that, like, you know, people just like give away stuff. But at the same time, it's Japan, and I know that they're very strict on like fan merch. So I'm worried that I'll give out a sticker to somebody and they'll be like, "Oh, thank you," and then go run to Stafford and be like, "Hey, that bee over there, she's giving out stickers, unofficial stickers," and then they'll come and arrest me. I'll get arrested by the Ozora police. I'd like to hope that the Hololive fans will be appreciative and that it won't be illegal to just like hand out little stickers. I just think, you know, everybody deserves to have a little something special. Especially if it's their Oshi. And plus, it's not like I'm selling them or anything, I'm just giving them away. It's just, you know, they can just like put it on the PC or like stick it on like a traffic cone or something. I don't care. Oh, I hope I don't get swarmed by people wanting them. I'm only making so many. Yeah, I think so too. I'm very worried because Japan has such a different like fan culture, especially when it comes to like fan-made merch. They're very sticklers for their companies, you know. Like just I don't know if you guys have ever seen like the Nintendo fanboys of Japan, but they are so hell-bent on defending their horrible company from literally any sort of criticism. It's kind of embarrassing. It's like, oh yeah, I'm sure this mega corporation really, really needs your support in their battle to sue every single fan project off of the face of the earth. I'm sure they really appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, the worst that could happen is like staff comes up and is like, "Hey, don't give those out anymore." I'll be sad, but you know, I'll be like, "Okay." So, you know, I wanna be respectful. I just wanna have fun. I just wanna have fun, and I wanna, you know, make friends. Cause I don't really have any like Hololive friends. Like I have some friends that are into like they're into Hollow Stars, but I don't have any friends that are into Hololive also. I feel like I know I'm not the only person, but sometimes I feel like I'm the only person that likes both. I just think they're all neat. What can I say? I'm very Mina Nakayoku. I just want everyone to get along always. And be happy. Yay! Is that too much to ask for? I don't think so. I don't think it is. Right, boom. Boom. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, and like, you know, that's okay. I don't blame anybody for like, you know, they like one group over the other. It's fine. You know, as long as you're not like being a jerk to one group over the other. Like putting one group down to put the other up. Like that's I don't think that's okay cuz I like to view Hololive as like they're one big family, you know. Male or female, they are part of the Hololive fam. And no one disrespects family. Alright, I think that's all of the red. Okay, it's time for the metal. Okay. I'm gonna do all the little parts that are metal on here. Wait, I'm lazy. I don't wanna do I don't wanna do both of these individually. I'm feeling lazy. People. Okay. Remember when Google used to have that, like, I'm feeling lucky feature? Or, like, you would click on it and it would just take you to, like, a certain web page or whatever? I remember, like, seeing all those videos of, like, Google secrets and, like, I'm feeling lucky search secrets, you know, that sort of thing. And I would just, like, run through them. I would just do them all the time. And like the YouTube ones too. Like remember when the Nyan Cat video had like a little like Nyan Cat as the like to dislike bar? Or no, it wasn't the like to dislike bar. It was the scroller, the scroll bar. That was what it was. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, it used to be a thing back when Yancat was like really huge. Now it's an NFT and that's really sad. I don't know if they're allowed to do that. I don't know if Danny P gave them permission to put his song as an NFT. Or maybe it's just the drawing of the cat that's the NFT. If it's the song as well, that's kind of scummy. I feel like they did not ask Danny Well for permission before doing that. No, you don't have my permission. Do not do that. That's a horrible waste of money, I think. Okay. Right, here we go. Wait. Okay. I couldn't remember which layer we were on. And there's also like a little thing next to the view count for the Gangnam Style. That's what it was. Yeah. Back when that was the huge thing. They took it away. YouTube always takes away all the fun stuff. Oh, also, do you guys remember the oh dang it, I lost my train of thought. Not the rewinds. But I do remember those. The 2012 one is the best one. They peaked with the 2012 one, and oh, there was a video where they did like it was like the ABCs of YouTube. I feel like I'm the only person that has ever seen that video because I've never ever seen anybody use it for like footage for anything YouTube related. But, like they had like Captain Sparkles and they had salad fingers in it, and I remember seeing like, oh my gosh, salad fingers. Oh, it was annotations. That's what it was. Do you guys remember annotations? Like when they would have like annotated videos, and they would have like there were like some videos that just had like a million. They just had like a million annotations on top of it, and you had to like close out of all of them to actually watch the video. Hello, welcome. I remember hating that, but now that they're gone, I kind of miss them. And then people would like they would use the annotations to like click to the next video or what have you. I used to use back when I was younger and I would upload random stupid videos. I would use um I would use the annotations cuz I didn't know how to use the subtitles. You know, I think I can actually put how do I draw this thing? It's like a butterfly almost. Eh. Oh, it's like her thing on her neck. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm still very disappointed that I'm not able to go to the concert. I thought about just being like, oh well, when I come back from Japan, I'll just like buy a virtual ticket and I'll just like watch the live like the recording. But then, the more I thought about it, I was like, if I do that, I'm just gonna be jealous the whole time and thinking it should have been me. I should have been there. You know? I'll just be jealous the whole entire time. Because it wasn't fair. I should have gotten those tickets, darn it. I was at the website right on time. It's all the bots. I'll kill those bots. I'll kill all the scalpers. Arrgh. I'll sting all the scalpers. If you're a scalper, I'll sting you. They'll take me out too, but I don't care. Grr, I hate scalpers. Scalpers have taken too much from me. They've taken too much. First it was the Zundamon plushie. Now it's the Hololive tickets. What's next? What more can they take from me? I ask for so little. All they do is take. Alright, now it's time for their cute little blue eyes. Look at that! So cute! Ugh, that's horrible! Yeah, scalpers for Pokemon stuff are like, they are especially evil. They like hate you in particular when it comes to when it comes to Pokemon stuff. I feel so bad because like at the store that I work at, we sometimes have Pokemon cards. I feel so bad for like the parents that bring in their children to see if we have Pokemon cards, and we have to be like, no, I'm sorry, we're sold out. I mean, thankfully our store we have like a 2-pack per person rule. And we recently had to do it to One Piece cards too, because people are scalping One Piece cards now also. Oh yeah, I've seen the videos of the vending machines. It's terrible. You would think that Nintendo would do something about this, but they won't. So they're like, well, they're spending money. Like, yeah, but they're also ruining the experience of literally everybody around them. Oh, I forgot the little cheeks. Can't forget the little cheeks. And now the big thing to collect is Nido. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. I hadn't heard of it until people started coming in and asking if we had them, which we don't. So I don't know why they would think that we would have them, because our store is a store that very, trust me, it is not a store that would carry like fidget toys. So I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, they're basically just like stress balls. They're just glorified stress balls. I don't get all the hype around it. But I've seen like videos of people talking about it, and it is very much an overconsumption trend. Like, you know, I've seen people, they have like 100 of these things, and the trend has like barely even been trending. So I don't know how, when, where, or why they got into all this. But people are like buying out the whole shelves of them. And for what? I don't know if they're like scalping them or if it's like the Stanley Cup craze where people just want a million stress balls just to have a million stress balls. It sucks. It's so annoying. And again, the store that I work at, very clearly, the type of store that it is, we would never sell like stress toys. So I don't know why people keep on coming in asking if we have generic stress toys. No, we do not. And I don't think our bosses are gonna cave in and get Nidos. They did for Labubus. We did have Labubus for a while, but we sold our very last one, and we're not getting any more. It's because so the Pop Mart, they don't sell to like retailers, so we had to buy them at like retail price. So when we had Labubus, we had to price them at like $80. And you know that like sucks, you know, and I feel bad for the little kids. Oh my gosh, it tore my heart out when like little kids would come in and they would be like, "How much are your Wabubus?" And I had to be like, "They're $85." I felt like a fairy tale witch telling them that. Oh my gosh, I felt so bad. I was like, why did you guys curse us with these things? Make me feel like I'm evil. There, that's better. Like this poor child. They probably just want to be cool like their friends, because their friends probably all have Labubus. And they're the only one that doesn't. Yes, exactly. I feel like Krampus. that's the opposite of Santa. I feel like Krampus. Like, you'll never get an authentic Labubu. That's how I felt. Because there are other places that, like, where I live, we don't have any, like, Pop Mart stores. But, like, there's, like, stores that sell, like, the knockoff ones. So usually, if, like, a parent came in and was like, "Oh, I wanna get a Labubu, but like these are way too expensive." We would usually be like, "Hey, there's a shop like right down the street that sells fake ones that are like $20. If you're all right with buying a fake one." And like some of them were like, "No, we want a real one." And then some of them were like, "Yeah, okay, that's fine. My kid won't know the difference." And they're probably right. They're probably right. I don't think most children do know the difference. Unless it's like, you know, one of the eyes is like coming off and it's like very, very obviously fake. Then, you know, they might catch on, but like, you know. They also have those like bootleg K-pop Demon Hunter toys. I see so many kids coming in that have those particular K-pop Demon Hunter toys. They're like knockoff Barbie dolls, and they have like a button that you push and it plays like the same really super grainy snippet of Golden. I bet that's fun for the parents. I bet that's really fun to hear the same short clip of grainy Golden over and over and over again. See, that's why if I was a parent, I would never get my kid like a singing or a talking toy. Because you know you're just going to be hearing that like all the time, every day. gonna be horrible. That's gonna be your life until your kid gets bored with the thing. Yeah, then play outside with them. That's the way you do it. I used to play with my toys outside all the time. Though I don't know, maybe I was just the last generation that actually played outside when we were kids. Back when they had Nickelodeon Worldwide Day of Play. They would force you to go outside because we're not playing any cartoons today. You gotta get your fat butt outside and go play like a real child. I remember being so annoyed when I was a kid. Cause like, so when the like Nickelodeon Worldwide Day of Play happened, me and Mama B, I was pretty young when it happened, so I was a big fan of like Nick Jr. So Mama B and I were like, okay, let's do that. Let's go play outside. So that's what we did. We went out together and we played for like an hour. And then we came back and we were like, okay, that seems like enough. Let's go back inside. I'm sure they have, you know, the shows back on. And they didn't. It was still Worldwide Day of Play. I was like, good Lord, how long do they want you playing outside for? They want you outside from sun up until sundown. Have it be like back in the 70s. They want you to get on your bike, start riding, and never look back. You're free, little child. You're not bound by the shackles of Nickelodeon anymore. SpongeBob has no effect on you any longer. I guess. I don't know what their goal with it was. But they stopped doing that now, so I guess it all worked out. Alright, we're almost at the end. That was what? 14. The last layer before the eyes. Oh, and I forgot to do her finger. Dang it! I knew I was forgetting a part. Okay, never mind. We're going back. Turning the car around. Okay. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that. Let's just do... yeah. Yeah, that looks good. I think. There we go. Alright. Alright. That's the wrong color. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. My iPad's getting too hot. Oh god, I gotta finish. Oh goodness, that startled me. Thank you so much for the donation. I am planning to do one last stream tomorrow. I would do it on Tuesday, but I've got a packed schedule on Tuesday. Let me tell you. But yes, there will be a very special last stream on Tuesday. So prepare yourselves. And also, there'll be some little surprises during the 2 weeks that I'm gone. Got 2 surprises, one for each week that I'm gone. So y'all don't miss me too much. But yeah, I'll be sure, I'm going to take tons and tons of pictures. I'll probably even why did I double do that? I'll probably even take some with my 3DS because I'm bringing my 3DS. Oh man, get ready for the grainy 3DS footage of HoloFest. You're gonna be like, was this filmed in 2026 or 2012? I can't tell. I'm gonna be like, exactly. That was the whole point. Alright, that's good. That's good. Please don't start a riot while I'm gone. I will be back before you know it. And I also forgot to color in her goggles. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness this is the last one. Whew. Actually looks kind of cool with the half blue, half pink. Alright, and then lastly... Okay. There we go. Her outfit is all done, and her hair is all done. Now, for the final touch, do her eyeballs. No, because usually I have my iPad is charged enough to last for this long, but unfortunately I was out visiting friends today, so and while I was visiting them, I was working on the others. So I did not have a lot of time to charge it. And for some reason, oh my gosh, it takes 2 hours for this thing to fully charge, and then it takes like 0 hours for it to go to 0. Tell me how that works. I really should get a new one. Let's increase the saturation, decrease the luminosity. Yeah. And color pick from her eyes. The eyes are my favorite part. Yeah, that's why I gotta get a new one sometime. I just don't want to deal with the cost. Ugh. These things are so expensive. They're great. They're just really expensive, and I was lucky enough. I got this as a Christmas present one year, back in like 2019. Oh gosh, you guys do not want to see what my art looks like in 2019. Ugh. Yuck. There we go. Now all that's left to do is we do a little of this, and then a little of this. And there we go! She's all done! Yay! Then I can merge all the layers and get rid of this. Hooray! And now my work here is done. And yeah, as you can see, I've got quite a lot. Alright, and boom. Alright, phew! Now, all that's left for me to do is get them all together and send it to my printer and get them all cut and done. So yay! Thank you all so much for joining me with this. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow for my last stream before I leave. So until next time, have a beautiful day.